Welcome back to Triple Threat Wrestling. We have a very special guest, Mr. Roosevelt Conyers, and I'm really excited to talk to him and interview him about his whole career in pro wrestling. So stick around. You don't want to miss this. This is Triple Threat Wrestling. Welcome back to Triple Threat Pro Wrestling Podcast. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe. We drop daily wrestling content. Joined as always by my co-host MVP. I don't know why I look this way, like you're next to me. You're just on the screen, but we have a very special guest, Mr. Roosevelt Conyers. He's been in many wrestling promotions. He's had a very good career up to this point, and very excited to talk to him. Roosevelt, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Thank you guys for having me. How y'all feeling today?
Oh, you know what? I'm feeling heelish today. I've been seeing John Cena all over my damn TikTok and all that. So
Man, screw John Cena, his punk ass, man. Listen, I've been dropping promos on him, trying to get a match against him. And the reason why I did that is because last summer on SummerSlam, he came out and he said, whoever wants some, come get some. And I took it as a challenge because I'm part of whoever. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
John Cena, when you see this episode, because everyone is watching Triple Threat Wrestling Podcast, when you see this episode, just know I'm still on your ass, okay? I'm still coming to get you.
You got to pick the right time. It's like hunting season. It's like 1 month a year he'll come out and like actually do stuff for wrestling, and then he goes back into hibernation. So, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like rabbit season, duck season out here.
But yeah, no, really excited to get to talk to you. I've seen you a lot on my social media feed, and I reached out and, feel really honored to have you on here. So welcome aboard.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, let's get started. It's like your career path, and you wanted to be a pro wrestler. Like, tell me about that. Like when you were growing up, like, did you want to be a pro wrestler? Like, what led you to where you are now?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's everybody's story when they get started. Is everyone want to be a professional wrestler because they watched it as a kid, and I did watch it as a kid. I started really late in terms of trying to get into it because I just didn't know where to go, what schools were around, how to even get started. And I actually got started when I was in New York. I was a model and an actor, and I had an agency that I worked at, and I was doing boxing at the time. And one of the managers there, her name was Lady Lee, and she introduced me to a guy that would help me get some fights and stuff like that. So I got connected with him. I did one fight, a Golden Gloves tournament in New York. I lost by 1 point, and then after that, I wasn't getting any fights because I guess, I don't know, I beat the guy up so bad and didn't have a name behind me. They didn't want to give me any more fights. And I was getting bored because when I was sparring guys that was like 200-300 pounds, and I was only 150. And I was moving around like it was easy work. And she came to me and says, hey, I know you're boxing. I know you've been, doing all the training, but you want to try wrestling? And I was like, absolutely. Like, yeah, you had me at wrestling. So she took me over to New Jersey, over in Union City, New Jersey, and started training at Ace Pro Wrestling. Got my foot in there, started working with Jay Lethal for a little bit whenever he would come by and learn some different things from him. And he was the first big name that I've met. And then when I left there, and came back to North Carolina to be around my kids. And I started training with C.W. Anderson and then started flourishing from there, man. And I've been on WWE, I've been on AEW, I've been in Ring of Honor. Just little spot matches here and there. Nothing concrete, nothing with a contract yet. But we'll see what happens, man. Everything is possible, and I still got time.
Well, I mean, you've been all over, the indie scene. I mean, I was looking up some of your title reigns, and you've almost, as a combined title reign, like of all your championships, almost like 5 years worth of title reigns, and that's not even everything I'm sure that I can find on you. But
what's crazy? I did not know that even existed until you sent it to me. Like I always go and I Google myself and I see like what's out there and what platforms is talking about me and stuff. And I had no idea that I didn't even had that many days and years combined. And when I looked at it, I was like, well, wow, I've really done some things out there.
Oh, yeah. No, at Triple Threat Wrestling, we do our research. I dig into the pits of the internet to try to find stuff on the people we bring on. And, when I found that, I'm like, man, this guy, like 791 days right here, I have it in front of me, the UPWA heavyweight champion, 791 days. that's quite an accomplishment. That means that you're the guy. They don't want to take the belt off you, so that's a big accomplishment on your part.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So
I've had so many different titles, man. Like I said, the UP8, UPWA championship. Looking at the list, there's a couple of championships that's not mentioned up there. One of them is the Gouge Junior Heavyweight Championship.
oh wow,
I think I've had this for about 2 years now, like consecutive, 2 consecutive years. Like I haven't lost it yet. And then I have the USA Main Event Heavyweight Championship. This is getting close to 2 years of being
that's a
in
nice
shape.
title belt. That's a very nice belt.
This is beautiful. Like, and I'm the first one to hold this championship. The other title that they had was black and silver, and he retired it and gave it to me to keep. So I actually have that title in my possession. I've been New School Wrestling champion, New School Wrestling social media champion, RWC Heavyweight champion, RWC No Limits champion, the SOAR Heavyweight champion, the AIWF Shoot Fighting champion. Man, I've had so many titles. It's hard for me to keep up. That's why I appreciate guys like you that are going to do your research and you show me certain different things. Because I'm like, oh wow, I did that. I had that many championships. Like even my son does it sometimes. He'll go, "Daddy, you remember when you wrestled this person or you had this championship?" I'm like, no. But I remember that. Okay, well, if you saw it, I believe it.
Yeah.
What's the most belts you've had at one time?
I had let's see, I had these two, the AIWF, the Square Circle Championship, the SOAR Heavyweight Championship, and the NICW Heavyweight Championship. I had 6 at one time.
Jeez, what's it like traveling with all of that?
It is a headache, and let me tell you, I learned my lesson really quick. You know, when you're young in the business and you first get started and you win a championship, you're like, oh man, this is cool. I want to take it everywhere, right? And after a while, you win championship after championship, like, here's another belt, here's another title. I don't want to take this thing. I'm not taking it anywhere. Just last year, I had an opportunity to go to Germany for the very first time. And I had all 6 titles. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take all 6 of these belts to Germany. And I'm going to take pictures everywhere I can. I'm going to show the people that I'm a traveling champion. I'm a world champion. I'm taking these titles. And when I got to Germany, I realized how to carry those things everywhere. I said, never again. Never. Because going through TSA and getting through that security is a headache because it scans, it shows up. They're like, hey, what is this? And they want to pull out every single belt. And I'm like, I put those titles in there in a particular way so that I know it fits correctly, nothing's getting scratched, and I can carry it good. You just screwed up the entire thing. Now I got to hurry and put it back and make it to my man. Listen, it's a headache. It's a headache. So unless I'm driving, I'm not taking it on the plane if I don't have to.
That's real world champion problems. Like, man, I just got too many championships to lug around with me. I just don't know what to do.
Yeah, and my son, when I had all 6, my son was like, "Daddy, I know you can get 10." And I said, "Why would you say that?" Well, don't say that out loud because you put it in the atmosphere, and if it happens, I have no choice but to walk around with 10 championships. I don't want to do that right now. No, don't put that in there. So gladly, I did not get all 10 at one time.
Well, you know, there's still time. we can still get there. So.
Hey, this guy's starting trouble. He is the heel of the podcast, isn't he?
I'm feeling heelish today. But so when you have like a big match, like what is like your preparation? What are some things you do? Like any pre-match rituals you do, or anything you do?
Honestly, it depends on who I'm getting in the ring with. If it's somebody who has really good cardio and I want to test it, I have cookies and milk before a match. Yeah, I have some cookies and milk because the milk gives me like an extreme amount of energy, and it keeps me going. Like so, whenever I show up to shows, it's actually been a big thing now. Like when I come to a show and the guys know that they're getting ready to get in the ring with me, they'll come and ask me how much milk have I had that day.
Oh,
because they're worried. They're like, man, hey, you had some milk today? I'm like, just a bowl of cereal. Okay, what time did you have it? How are you feeling right now? where's your mindset at? How much energy do you have? Because they know that they're going to get blown up. They're going to get tired, and they're not going to be able to survive an entire 10, 15-minute match with me. So
Right.
it all depends on who I'm getting in the ring with.
Yeah, for sure. What is one of your most memorable matches? Is there anyone that sticks out there? You're like, man, that was a great match I had.
Oh man, it's been so many. I want to say like the one when I had with Billy Gunn. I wrestled him the year that Kofi Kingston was doing Coffee Mania,
Okay.
and he was getting ready to fight for the belt at WrestleMania. And I wrestled Billy Gunn the Thursday before that weekend, and he showed up to the arena, and this was in New Jersey, and we introduced ourselves, and he was like, "All right, man, what are we doing tonight?" And what's the plan? And I said, well, whatever you want to do, I'm following you. Like whatever you say, I'm down for. This is my background. I'm available to do whatever you need. And he said, nah, you put the match together. I'll be back. And he walked away. And I stood there. It was like, did he really just walk away? Like he's not serious. He can't be serious. And he came back. He said, all right, what you got? And I put the entire match together, and he said, you sure? And I was like, yeah. And it was a baby match. He wasn't really sure because he was like, yo, baby matches don't always work. I said, don't worry about it. We're going to have this crowd split between the two of us. And he said, all right, if you say it's going to work, it's going to work. And we went out there, and we blew the roof off the entire building. Like, when I beat him, that crowd went crazy. And I was just like, it was a big feeling of pride for me because it was like I just was in the ring with a WWE Hall of Famer who's been on TV, has been doing this for 20 plus years, had countless championships, and I went in there and got busy with him. I went in and showed that I'm one of those superstars that can be on TV and can be a threat to anybody who steps in the ring. So that was like one of my biggest moments.
And you know what's crazy? Billy Gunn, like, he's a lot older, but he's like great condition. Like
Yes.
he's out of control. Like he looks like he did back in the Attitude Era, like body wise.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
how
absolutely.
are you still this athletic at this age? Like,
Yeah, and after we got done with the match, like I said, if I know I'm getting in the ring with somebody that has a high caliber cardio abilities, I'll drink some milk. And then when we got to backstage, he walked up to me. He was like, "Hey, man, that was really, really good. Like I was really impressed." He's like, but why aren't you sweating?" I was like, "Oh yeah, that's one of my issues, man. I don't really sweat that much. Like my body is so strong and fit." He was like, "Well, I'm gonna go in the back and dry myself off because I'm sweating bullets." And he was like, "Great match," and I got a chance to hang out with him the entire weekend, man. Like he gave me his phone number, and whenever he was at a convention, he called me, "Hey man, come hang out, come meet some people," stuff like that. So he's a really cool dude.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear that he does that with the people he works with and all that. So
Absolutely. Well, you got to be good people. When you're good to people, people are good to you.
yeah, for sure. As far as like skills, so coming from you, like you've wrestled all over the place, right? So, what skills do you think for you are important for any wrestler to have, like when they're doing this? Like, what are some skills you just have to have?
Oh, you definitely have to be able to know how to fight. I think the biggest issue with professional wrestlers is a lot of them don't know how to fight. So when you see them and they say, "I got lost in my match" or "I had a botch," it's because you don't know how to fight. There's no way you should be able to get lost in a match if you know, all right, either I'm going to punch you, kick you, grab you, or pin you. That's it. Yeah, and a lot of them have an issue of wanting to call everything in the back and perform out there. And my thing is, if you're doing it in the back and you're putting together a match for yourselves, you're not putting it together for the fans. Because you can go out there and have a 5-star match, to your opinion, but if the fans are sitting there just looking at you like, "What are you doing?" then who did you really do it for? You know what I mean?
Right.
So the main thing is having the ability to know how to fight, being coachable. You can go to any school and learn different things in different ways and know, okay, if I'm in New Jersey and they want me to do it this way, I'm going to do it this way. If I'm in Texas and they want me to do it this way, I'm going to do it this way. Not just, well, this is how I was trained and this is how I'm going to do it. No, it doesn't work in everywhere that you go. Different regions have different aspects of what professional wrestling looks like. And cardio, I'm a cardio machine, man. I'm always telling guys, look, if you feel like you don't have enough cardio, go get it. If you feel like you got the greatest cardio, go get some more, because you just never know who you get in the ring with and who you're actually going to have to step your stuff up to be able to have on a really good match with them.
Yeah, that's good to know. I'm actually going to continue my career. I'm actually a one-time world champion, and Matt knows what I'm talking about. I actually beat Matt for his championship one time. We were messing around back in our younger days, and he has the spinner belt, and he was actually going to travel to Vegas and needed someone to look after it for him. I'm like, well, I got to beat you in a match for it, and I did. So I'm a one-time champion, just so you know. So just looking for skills for myself to continue my career late in my life here. But so actually, there's another thing I want to bring up. So aside from all the accomplishments you had in wrestling, you're actually like on YouTube movies and stuff that I saw. Like you're in like the what's the Red Hood and
Nightwing Rebirth.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, man, this guy, how does he have time to do everything? Like, you're all over the place.
And it's funny because my moniker used to be Mr. Everything. I used to be Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews. And I changed it to my real name, and I'll tell you why in a second. But yeah, the acting, man, I've been doing it for years. I want to say, I started acting around 18, 19. And I just do like some background work. And now I've gotten to a point where people are contacting me wanting to do some films. And he's actually the guy who does the film. His name is Maverick. He's my trainee in professional wrestling. I got connected with him through another mutual friend. And man, we started doing like Mortal Kombat fan-made movies. We did Star Wars for a little bit. Like we were just doing some things. And now we've gotten to a point where we're doing a whole DC universe. And I played Bronze Tiger in this. So we got that done. Now we're working on Birds of Prey. And I had a small role in Nightwing Rebirth. But in Birds of Prey, I have a really big role. Like I'm the main villain. So I'm in there just beating people up. We've actually just filmed a scene a couple of weeks ago, and in the scene, I'm fighting this hero named Huntress, and I send my henchman in to go get her. And after a while, I was like taking too long. I was like, okay, either these dudes are in there lollygagging or they're dead. So I walk in and I see like a slew of bodies laid all over the floor, and she's just standing there and she just feels killing one of my guys. And we get into a fight scene, and I kick her away from me, and I literally pick up one of the guys off the ground and throw him at her.
Wow.
I came with the idea, and I was like, yeah, man, I want to grab one of the guys and throw him. And so Maverick was like, you think you could do it? I was like, absolutely, yeah. How much does he weigh? He's like 160. Easy. So and we got into the film, and we started shooting the scene, and I literally just grabbed the guy and threw him like that. And it was just amazing. I can't wait to see the finished product. We should be finished with this film around May. And then after I'm done with this film, I have another one where I'm going to play Lex Luthor for another. Okay. So I'm excited to be able to do that. I've obviously written some movies. I have another movie on Tubi called A Brother's Turmoil. I'm on a TV series, a little short series called Shift Differential. So I'm out here working, man. My thing is, if it's possible, go make it happen.
You know, that's kind of how we started this podcast. It was just to start off. We talk about. I call him once a week or twice a week and be like, let's talk wrestling. And I'm like, I want to do big stuff. Like, just do it. What are you gonna do? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It doesn't take off. Okay, well, at least have you tried. So for you, it's like, I'm just gonna do it. Like, it's the same mentality. Just you don't knock all the homers out you don't swing at. So.
Absolutely. And I have a podcast as well called the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Every Wednesday, and we've had some countless like legends on there. We've had EC3, Ricky Morton, R-Truth, Caprice Coleman, Kenny King, Rhett Titus, Cheeseburger, Kid Cash. Man, we've had so many big people, and it's been fun, man. And again, it's just 3-4 guys that came together. I was like, "Yo, man, y'all want to give this a try?" And we just started doing it. It was like, okay, well, what more can we do? We're sitting here, we're talking wrestling, we're talking different things. What more can we do? And I was like, well, maybe I can get some interviews. And then we started, pulling some people together and using my contacts and my connections. And like you said, man, it's either going to take off or it's going to flop. Either way, you gave it a try, right?
Yep. Yeah, now, there's one person, though, you mentioned that I would absolutely love to have on here because I feel that he is a national treasure and we need to protect him at all costs, is R-Truth. R-Truth is the man.
Yes. He is the same person on and off screen. Like, he's just fun to be around. I hang out, I talk to him every now and then. I send him a message like, hey, man, this, and this. We follow each other on all kinds of social medias. Every time I do a John Cena promo and he sees it, he likes it. So that's a big notch for me, man. I'm like, okay, well, at least if he sees it, John Cena has at least seen at least one.
Oh, for sure.
That's his childhood hero.
Yeah, right. So he's like, he's going to John Cena. Hey, man, you see this guy? He's calling you out. And my mentality is, as long as they've seen me, they know I'm here. If something comes from it, great. If something doesn't come from it, okay, whatever. But at least you know I'm here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and he's big on social media with, I watch him on TikTok, and you're right, he just seems like the same guy on and off.
Yeah. When we did the interview, we were sitting there, we were talking, and he, out of nowhere, was like, do you guys use a loofah or a rag? It's like, what? He's like, you take a shower, do you use a loofah or a rag? And I was like, well, I use a rag. And the guy that was with me, he said, well, I use a loofah. And we both looked at him strange. And R-Truth looked at me, and I said, well, that's your guy. He said, no, he came with you. So we just started arguing back and forth about who the guy belonged to. So he's hilarious, man. He's so much fun to be around.
Yeah, the last thing from him, as I saw on social media, they put the John Cena beating up Cody. And he's like, let's not jump to conclusions. Maybe it's not.
Yeah, he was like, it was AI generated, right?
Yeah, that's AI. You can't trust the internet. Like, what? But no, that's awesome, man. So I'm going to actually, for everyone listening and watching right now, I'm going to post the link for that podcast and all the stuff you can find Mr. Roosevelt Conyers at and follow him and all that, because that would be, good cross promotion, get some people to go follow you and check out your stuff too. So.
Absolutely, and then whenever this episode drops, I'll always talk about it on the podcast. So I definitely send it some people you guys' way. All
right, for sure. And I'm going to end it with one thing. So if you do get signed to like a major promotion, like who is the one person that like you have to in your career, like I want to have a match with this guy, and it's one of those. I'm gonna try it. If it don't work, it don't work. But I want to have a match with this guy.
Oh man, it would. Besides John Cena, it would have to be Cesaro. Because if you watch matches with him, it looks like he has his cardio is like amazing. His strikes and everything is very believable. He's a good base for any type of high flying things, and he's someone that I think I could really test my abilities with. You know what I mean? Like I have a real Goku mentality. And I'm like, if I see somebody that's stronger than me, I want to fight them. If they're better than me, I want to fight them. I want to see how much I can do. I want to see if I can break my limits. And so far, I have not had an issue of breaking my limits. So he's one of those guys I want to get in the ring with.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a great pick. He's always been solid in the ring. He's just really fun to watch.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, we did want to talk a lot about your wrestling career. I do want to mention before you go, I got to thank you for your service. You served in the military as well. So, I mean, you've done everything.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, if you name it, he's done it. Like, I feel like you are John Cena, like the military, like camouflage looking Cena, like going to tribute to the troops and all that, like you've done it all. But it was awesome to have you on here. I look forward to having you on here a lot more. If you're interested, ever want to come on and talk wrestling with the two best, well, we don't know territory days, but that's an inside joke we'll talk about another time. But yeah, I'm going to drop all the links to Mr. Roosevelt's stuff. Make sure you go follow him. Make sure you support him. He's been awesome. He's really talented. You got to go check him out. So it was good to have you on.
I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.